Blessed by nature, beset with contention. This is Crimea. It's 3 years since Russia annexed the peninsula from Ukraine, pushing east and west into a new Cold War. Today, Moscow is cementing its presence with a bridge that will bind Crimea to the Russian mainland. With its military, too, Russia's moved its most powerful weapons here. And wherever you go in Crimea, you're left in no doubt who's in charge. Olga Koziko welcomes Russian rule. Crimea, she says, has returned home. She chides Western leaders who disagree.
We don't understand them, because we are already for 3 years we're in Russia. We changed everything. We changed our rules, our documents, everything. And our soul is in Russia. And I even have the T-shirt with Putin. And
you people told me they would sit this one out.
That was based on the intelligence that we had at the time, Mr. President.
I don't think anyone in this damn government has any intelligence. So they're coming here? What do you propose we do to stop them?
We have 2 options, sir. Pull 2 divisions from Europe and send them to retake Seattle before the Chinese arrive.
But then we lose Europe and the war.
In all probability, yes.
Indian and Chinese soldiers clashed, and there were casualties. The world worries about the tear and wear of relations between the 2 Asian giants sitting across the Himalayas. They should, but probably they're worrying about the wrong thing. Yes, the 2 militaries have machine guns, artillery, and tanks, but they chose to use fists and stones. That fact itself says a lot about the restraints exercised on both sides.
What's the other option?
You wait until the Chinese come ashore, then hit them with a B-83 strategic nuclear device.
Hit them after they're ashore. Ashore in Seattle.
Yes, sir.
So, you're suggesting we wipe one of our major cities off the map?
It's our cleanest shot to destroy the Chinese, Mr. President. Otherwise, we risk losing everything.
What forces do we have around Seattle now?
A couple of battered battalions. The ones that stopped the Russians at Cascade Falls.
But not enough to retake the city.
We could order them to try, but I wouldn't get my hopes up, sir.
Order those battalions to attack, General. And if they fail, as a last resort, order the nuclear strike.
Mr. President, I'm sorry that it's come to this.
Sorry. Yeah. That's all, General.
As we were catching our collective breath and trying to reorganize, word came down that China had finally entered the war as an ally of the Soviet Union. The Chinese invasion fleet was steaming towards Seattle, planning to use the Russian beachhead to get ashore. The USS Missouri had been sunk a week earlier off the coast of British Columbia, and there wasn't much left of our Pacific fleet to stop the Chinese. So we moved west towards Seattle and the main Soviet defense perimeter.
Sir, I'm picking up a large tachyon buildup. Multiple vectors. Ship's decloaking.
Romulans.
They're requesting permission to join the fleet.
I'll be damned. Permission granted.
Define to ops.
Go ahead, Major.
Sensors have just detected Dominion and Cardassian ships entering Bajoran space. ETA, 10 minutes.
Webb said the men needed to rest for at least a day, but the colonel pushed us on, saying we had to see this thing to the end before it was too late. Later, when we learned about the president's backup plan, we understood why.
That would wipe out the entire city.
That will be our only option if you fail.
Understood, General. We'll do what it takes. Eagle 6 out.
陸軍の一機支隊2戦名が島に迫っています。全員無事に上陸できなければ海軍の沽券に関わります。直ちに第二次攻撃隊を出しましょう。
第4号偵察機より緊急電、敵空母発見。
何？
ミッドウェイ島よりの方位10度、不定区40回里、進路150度、速力20ノット。以上です。
本艦からの方位距離しなさい。了解。第二次攻撃隊を敵空母に向けましょう。いや、今出したところで積んでるのは陸用爆弾だ。甲板に穴ぐらい開けられます。上空の直縁についてる戦闘機隊はどうするんだ。もう燃料がない。一旦着艦させねばならん。そんな余裕はありません。護衛なしで攻撃隊は乗せん。
The first two carriers, the 19,000-ton Hyuga-class warships, were commissioned from 2009 and could deploy up to 18 helicopters for overseas operations. They provided much-needed anti-submarine warfare support to the country's destroyer fleet, an invaluable asset in the face of the vast North Korean and Chinese submarine fleets. The Japanese Navy went on commission 227.
総理、通信。は。赤城に信号。第二次攻撃隊直ちに発進の用ありと認む。は。敵機予想到達時刻、丸5、1、5。あと30分です。慌てるな。うちは15分あれば前期出せる。長官。直縁機を収容。第二次攻撃隊魚雷に転送。急げ！はい！走るぞ、来い！
It was a landmark deal, the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, signed by the former Soviet Union and United States more than 30 years ago. It bans ground-launched medium-range missiles. Now President Trump wants to pull out. Speaking in Nevada, he accused Russia of violating the agreement without providing any evidence.
We're not going to let them violate a nuclear agreement and go out and do weapons, and we're not allowed to. We're the ones that have stayed in the agreement, and we've honored the agreement, but Russia has not, unfortunately, honored the agreement. So we're going to terminate the agreement. We're going to